Yo, everybody! It's your boy Kenny, and we have now reached week 11. And since we hit week 11, I have invited a very, very, very special guest. He is the
What's up?
president and CEO of the Kenny Team Hate Club, your boy, Daniel Dones, Nick. Nick, say what's up to the people.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here. Thank you for having me on, Kenny. It is a pleasure.
I always love a fellow rival, All year I've just been getting shit on by Nick's and his antic team, but this time this is a serious business this week, and we'll get into that.
Oh, I can't wait for that, Kenny.
But anyhow, well, let's take a look first at the standings here. So we are more than halfway into the season. We are now playoff. This is playoff mindset now. At this point, it is about making that playoffs after week 14. We are week 11, and wow, look at these standings, Nick. What are your first initial thoughts when looking at these standings? Like, let's start with the East side first. Wow.
Man, I mean, everybody's got a chance. It's wide open. That those playoff percentages, it could all be 50-50 right now, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Just looking at this division.
Yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I don't think we've ever had a division like that where everyone's in. I swear I don't think we've ever had one. But that is truly incredible. So that is definitely the stronger division. With Corey only leading the way in points at this point. Yeah, all it takes is one loss, one win, and it changes it.
Definitely.
So, crazy. But yeah, that is so. Anybody in the East, you keep fighting your heart out. You guys still all have a chance. Well, moving on over to the West side, I myself am leading the way, only by a game though. The Bikini Bottom Bubble Bass has really turned that name around and is definitely not at the bottom anymore. He is by far, he's up there. I would like to say an unfortunate sorry to the Bronx Bombers. He has been eliminated from playoff contention. There is no hope in him at winning. The calculations were done. He has no chance in making the playoffs. I know they give him a 1%. That's just because the season's not over, but he doesn't have a shot. So, Ant, it was a pleasure. Great season. Please continue to set your lineup. But yes, any final words for Ant, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, and he fought hard this
He
season,
did.
and I feel like the record does not reflect the effort that was put in by Ant's team this year.
I agree.
I'm very surprised, but
Yeah.
that's just how the matchups go sometimes. I
Yep.
mean, if you look at Vinny on the East side, he should most likely be tied for first based on the points that he's scored, but
Oh
he's
yeah.
had so many points scored against him, so
Yeah.
just how it happens. But
Yeah.
you know, best of luck next season, and
Yeah.
um, I don't know, try to finish strong this season.
Yeah. I agree. And as for Tybo here at 3-7, you need to pretty much win out Tybo and get some help. So it's gonna be a rough road for you, but those 4 L's in a row that you've taken, it's been pretty tough. But it's all right, man. You got the Lions offense, so you never know what could happen. And then Trayvon 4-6, still looking strong, and the Bubble Bass at 6-4. So it is. This one's starting to kind of thin out a little bit, but I love that East one. I can't wait to see what happens with that.
Yeah, and Trey's team is still real strong. I
Oh
mean,
yes,
he lost last week just because no Jamar Chase, no Chase Brown, but
yes.
having them backs can be a big boost. And I still feel like even though it's given him a 10% chance, I still feel like his team still has a chance of winning out just on
Oh yeah.
just the way he's been playing prior to last week before those buys hit.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. And that's something that we'll talk about later is the return of Joe Burrow potentially and then Thanksgiving. So that'll be interesting. So we'll see. Um, but then going over to quickly looking over at the points and the points allowed division. Yeah, it's we're all now at least hit 1,000, all of us, which is great. I hope we all would hit 1,000. But yeah, it's looking at who's got the most points against Tybo, um, 1339, and then wow, myself at second, 1316. So I've had some pretty high scoring games, unfortunately, but Nick, you're right there at third, right up there. So
Yep. Started off slow to start the
oh,
season, but rebounded
yeah, had
pretty nicely.
the longest win, the 5 game winning streak. Unfortunately, that was could have kept going there, but we'll get to that game because that was my favorite matchup. All right. Speaking of, and so just quickly before we jump to the previous matchups, news around the NFL. We just heard Marvin Harrison Jr. appendicitis surgery, so he might be out like a week, could be multiple weeks. So upside for Trey McBride, that is going to be, ooh. That offense will be him. Trying to think what else we had. Any injuries? Any other injuries? I think that was pretty much it. I don't think we had any major injury. Jackson Dart hurt, could be out.
Yeah.
But
Lamar Jackson didn't
Lamar
practice today
Jackson,
either. Yeah.
yeah, okay,
But the team says they expect him to practice tomorrow, so
all
we'll
right.
see what
Well,
happens with that. I think they
they
just said it was knee soreness.
all right. Well, they definitely need that. So,
Yeah.
but cool. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at um, the. Well, actually, before we get into the matches, let's take a look at the most recent activity. Look at the waiver pickups. We had some. We had a pretty good amount of waivers here. So, shout out to Dan there. We had Ant drop Travis Hunter. That was one too. Travis Hunter out for the season. Yeah, I mean he had that one good game and they just like so all of a sudden just shut him down. I don't really understand, but yeah, because he was and then the status of the Jaguars, I don't know. At this point, BTJ, I don't know what's going on with him. That's pretty much just ETN. I think ETN's probably the only startable player on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Calvin Austin, Shane Shane also added Giants tight end because Tyler Warren being on a bye. So he's had a few pretty good games recently. 14, 11, 15. So, we'll see what Jameis Winston does with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that Theo Johnson, he's solid. I mean, he struggles with drops every once in a while, but he could definitely make the big play downfield.
I like it. The Bubble Bass here dropped Hunter Henry. Yeah, I mean it's crazy to think that how great the Patriots are. Hunter Henry isn't benefiting from it too much. I think it's really been like Booty and Diggs, and then Ramondre and Henderson. So they've always been a run first team. So I mean,
Yeah, it looks like he has a favorable matchup this week though, because they're projecting 10 points for him this week. So
absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
so that must be a favorable matchup.
Yeah, they're playing the Jets.
Yep.
There you go, and that makes sense. He did add K. Dotton, who has been actually benefiting from, Godwin being out, Mike Evans. So Baker's been looking his way. It's going to be a pretty good game against Buffalo too. So that should be interesting.
Yep.
I like the pickup, and then the most hyped preseason man of all, probably this year. Jacory. He doesn't even deserve to be called Bill. Dropped Jacory, unfortunately. Yeah.
Get him out of here.
I get him out of here and pick up Joe Burrow, which I think is a great pickup because if he comes back and is the Joe that previously that we were seeing prior to his injuries, we'll see what happens. But
Oh yeah, that's a phenomenal pickup by you.
I think
Uh,
it's a great pickup by Shane.
oh,
Yeah,
yep,
by
yep.
Shane.
My
Great.
apologies, Shane.
Yeah.
That
I tried getting him. I did. I did try getting him for the playoff run. So he's looking to the playoff run, and I like it.
wasn't Jacory on your team? Did you
Ja'Cory,
drop him?
no, Ja'Cory was part of the trade package I had for Amari and Hampton. I had
Oh,
traded.
okay.
Yeah, he was part of the Javante Worthy and Ja'Cory trade for Hampton. So you know,
Okay. Gotcha.
which didn't ended up working out. Honestly, it ended up not working out for both of us because Jacory's drop, Worthy is doesn't he's not startable, and Hampton is on IR. So that trade, so I guess you could say Shane won that trade because he got Javante out of it. So
Yeah.
so and then everybody else, I had a sneaky pickup. I picked up Alec Pierce, who's been playing pretty well lately with the Colts. I mean, anybody on the Colts has been benefiting. So just as a just see what happens. So. But
Yep. He's
overall, solid waivers, just, kind of fill it in bye weeks. So
yep.
it's really so. All right. Well, let's move on to our week 10, um, our last week matchups. And I want to start. I really want to start with the matchup of the week. And this is one of my favorite ones to watch. Um, Very high scoring game too. Um, we had Nick taking on BMAC here. It was like second place for second place, but like the projections were crazy in this one. And unfortunately, uh, Nick, you were really close, but couldn't get the job done. But you know what? That's fantasy life. So,
Yep.
um, so looking over on your side here, I love the Chargers. They've been red hot, and McConkey finally has become. I think at first we were worried about him with Quentin Johnston, but now I think McConkey's he's earned that he's earned that rapport with Justin now, and he loves him. So
Yeah. But it looks like Quentin Johnson. It looks like he's back to his old ways,
oh yeah,
dropping the football.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
So
you got a reliable slot guy like McConkey. Average 10 targets a game. So as long as sometimes when he's running those routes, him and Herbert, they haven't been on the same page, but
yeah,
the talent's there, and it appears that the chemistry is for the most part there. So
yeah.
hopefully it'll continue.
Oh no, I know it will. I mean, that team is red hot right now, and it's only going to get better once Hampton comes back. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
And man, as bad as Miami is, Devon Achan is just, whew, he is feasting. I mean, 40 fantasy points, 22 carries, 174 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Granted, I mean Buffalo have not the best run defense, so I mean, but still, it's just you don't see those numbers every day. So he has been absolutely phenomenal for you, and they even picked up the upset win. So besides dropping 40 fantasy points, they picked up the win. So that's definitely really good.
Yeah, I was definitely worried when Tyreek Hill went down. I thought that
Hmm.
I thought the offense might stagnate a little bit because of that, but if Achan can just keep picking up 6 yards a carry, even though the defense like they know for the most part it's probably gonna be a run or a throw to Waddle,
Yeah,
but I apparently that they can't stop it, so I'll take it at this point, I guess.
yeah. No, I mean you benefit it from you keep benefiting from it because he's the running back three at this point now, only behind JT and Christian McCaffrey. So I mean that's some pretty elite company. So um, unfortunately, it's I guess you can't say you started the wrong tight end because it is only a 2 point difference. But I know when he got that touchdown, you were like, oh, it's always a struggle which one to start, because it's one or the other sometimes. But
Yeah.
but um, Harold Fannin still 13th, still good. And we already know what JSN gives you. I honestly think this is the draft pick of the year, personally. I mean, picking him up just in the fourth round, like no one would have expected that. If you
And
had faith.
he finished with 20 points, but he didn't have a single catch after the first quarter. That was all
That's
from the
right.
first quarter.
That's right. You know what? That's a good point that you bring that up. He didn't. It was so weird. It was like Darnold didn't even like throw the ball for like the whole third quarter because they were up like 35 nothing at half or something like that. And it was a weird, yeah. So, but he
Yeah.
still had 20 points. Like
I guess.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a stud for sure.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall, I think a little like not of what we were used to seeing from Herbert, but I mean, Pittsburgh solid defense. Overall, I think Warren probably could have played a little better, but I think out of that, you kind of got what you got with your guys. So, you know,
Yeah.
still
I
scored
probably
140 points. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, the loss of Tucker Craft probably that
yeah,
probably affected a little bit as
yeah.
well.
That's
But
really unfortunate because he was having that great chemistry with Love, pretty much being like the guy for them. So that's
yeah.
unfortunate, but it's all right. And move on over to BMAX side here. Gibbs finally had that bounce back. It might have been that Gibbs card that I gave him. Shout out BMAC. I gave him like a rookie Gibbs like patch card. I think I kind of like jinxed it on you, Nick. I'm sorry.
Good guy Kenny. Always
Yeah, I'm trying to look out for the people, but at the same time, I might have caused some.
that's another strike for you, Kenny.
I know, I know. Another gold star lost. I'm like down to like half a gold star. Um, but yeah, Gibbs had a nice little bounce back after, of 5 points, and against Washington, go figure. So that's great to see. And then I love our Jackson Dart. I personally think you don't agree with me, but I think they should have started him beginning of the season. But I mean, it is what it is now at this point. So Egbuka, what do you think? Egbuka Rookie of the Year or contender for it?
Uh, yeah, I
He's
mean
up there,
definitely
probably up
definitely
there.
contender.
Yeah,
How many games? He missed a couple
he missed
games.
a couple. Yeah, he missed. Oh, actually, only missed one game.
Oh, oh,
Oh no. Wait, no, tripping. Hold on. No, yeah, he only missed
I,
one game.
really?
Yeah, that's weird. I think he might have left one of these games. Like he got hurt and left. So,
Okay.
wow, I thought that he
All right.
missed.
Well, yeah. I mean, he if he could stay healthy, I mean that's a big boost to BMAC's team as you saw this week with the 23.5 points. So
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
yeah. So I feel like that's he stays healthy, that production definitely could continue, and yeah, got a good shot of winning rookie of the year for
Absolutely.
offensive rookie of the year.
Absolutely. And then here was actually one injury that we had was Gadsden. Unfortunately, he was having he got another charger. Great little stretch here. And then he hurt himself here. Looks like he's probably going to be out this week. So since BMAC picked up Kate Otten, so that's a little unfortunate because he was having a great little stretch there. But I think it shouldn't be too long. They said it was like week to week, or day to day. So probably just needs to recover 1 week and he'll be good to go. Actually, they have a bye week next week, the Chargers. So they'll probably get him back week 13. And then imagine with he comes back and then potentially Hampton. Whew,
Oof.
that's a team to beat. That's jeez.
Yeah, it's all about how that O line holds up because I know that
Yes.
they lost Joe Alt for the season, so
Yep.
Herbert's been getting hit a lot. So
Yeah.
I that is a little bit worrying. Hopefully, I mean he's a tough guy, so hopefully he could take those hits and not get the injury bug. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing about that offense. Once everybody comes back, is just how that O line holds up.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. And he'll have a lot of mouths to feed Herbert. But overall, Nick, would you like to say some final comments to BMAC on the loss, unfortunately?
I mean, it was a great battle for Wendy Drive.
That old
Definitely
Wendy Drive.
lived up to the hype, and we both teams played phenomenally, and BMAC got the win. So,
It is what it is, but
congrats to you, BMAC, and well deserved victory.
very nice. All right. Good luck next week, BMAC. Okay, moving on to, I guess we consider our nail biter, even though it really wasn't a nail biter. It was between myself and Corey. 6 point win by myself. I was a little worried going into the Sunday night game and the rest of that San Francisco game. I was a little worried, but uh, yeah, they had me at like 60-40 at some point. I was like, oh shoot, but so yeah, looking over here, let's start with, I mean, I really wish they would give, and you're going to be lucky out this week, Nick, because you will not have to face Jonathan Taylor, but
Thank
man,
goodness.
yeah, I know, right? But man, if they didn't give, the thing is, he won't win MVP just because if Saquon didn't win it last year with his 2,000-yard rushing, it's it's not going to happen to a running back. I don't know when it will. It's a QB award, unfortunately. It just is.
I don't
Um,
know.
you think
I
he's got
think
a
he
case?
I think he's got a case. I think the last person who won it, I think was it Adrian Peterson, the last one that won the
Was it?
MVPs.
It might have been. Yeah.
I know he did that back in I think it was 20 2013 around that time. But I don't know. I feel like Jonathan Taylor might even be having a better season this year than Adrian Peterson had back then. So I
Yeah.
and I don't know. Josh Allen and Mahomes. I don't think they're looking as good as they did last
No.
year when Josh Allen won that MVP. So I give Jonathan Taylor a good chance if he continues his production and the Colts keep winning. I mean, I give him a good shot.
Yeah. That's true. Good point. Good point. Um, finally had the run blocker, as Nick calls him. Finally had the breakout game at 23 there. So he had that was nice to see, especially from Mac Jones, and we'll see what happens when Purdy comes back. If that will help out, or will they just put it back to a run blocker? um,
Got to keep Purdy healthy.
got to keep him healthy. Yeah, Mac's been the guy all year, but they're taking L's, so he's got to get him healthy, get him right. And talk about a really just the Philly game, 7-10 against the Packers. What a boring game. It was 0-0 at halftime. That was just a bad game. So bad. But um, yeah, unfortunately, like Sam Darnold having four was pretty rough just because he had like 27, 20. It's just that game script. They were up so much. Defense played super well. That just he didn't need to throw the ball. So yeah, it was just pretty much just got carried by Jonathan Taylor at this game. But I mean, because everybody else was subpar besides Collins and Kittle. But overall, Dicker's been having a good season too, number one kicker. So overall, still dropping 140 points, so it's good. But moving on over to Corey's side here, JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy. Tybo, if you're listening to this man has had 4, 5, 6 interceptions every game. He's had 6 interceptions. So every game he's played, he's had at least a pick. Is he the answer? Is he truly the answer for the Vikings? What are your thoughts on that, Nick?
I think they should have kept Darnold, if we're
I
being
I,
honest.
I agree.
I
I
mean,
totally agree.
phenomenal season last year. Came up a little short in the playoffs, but that's not where his experience was. So he gained that experience, and now look what he's doing at Seattle. And I think he's still only what 28, 29 years old. He has a lot of
Yeah,
good years left in him. So
yeah,
and so I don't know. We'll see if it works out. But
yeah.
me personally, I feel like McCarthy doesn't have the arm talent that Darnold does. So
This ain't college, JJ. This ain't college, all right?
yeah. So we'll see. JJ, I feel like he relies on his decision making, and his decision making hasn't been the best this year. So we'll see what ends up happening,
Yeah.
but
And he's
um,
got the talent. He's got the talent around him. He's got
yeah,
Jettas and Addison. I mean, Hawkinson. He's got it. It's just
yeah.
you're right. His decision making. I agree.
So we'll see. We'll see if it improves. I mean, he's still this is technically his rookie year, so got to give him a little time.
All right. All right. So you're
So
saying let him develop a little bit. All right.
yeah. So we'll
Okay.
we'll, we'll see what happens.
All right. Only time will tell. And looking here, Rico. Jesus, man, Rico Dowdle. He is something else. That guy is. I mean, this is Rico Dowdle, guys. Rico Dowdle. Like, he literally is on a revenge tour. Man, he said F you to the Cowboys, I guess. He said signs with Carolina. I think he's like the fourth leading rusher right now or something. Like this guy, it's unbelievable. Chuba Hubbard completely took over his job, and wow, it's pretty incredible. Um, and great to have Puka back. I know that was probably good to have for Puka to come back for Corey there. Um, 17 points. Actually, that was one of his. I mean, this game he got hurt, but besides that game he got hurt, this was his lowest, so I kind of lucked out there. And then Trey McBride. I mean, if he gets 27 with Marvin Harrison, I'm expecting like 25 targets a game to that guy. I mean, well, he may not catch all of them, but with Marvin Harrison out, that's gross. But overall, it was. I mean, he also had Mahomes and Pickens on a bye, so definitely helped me out a little bit with that. So, but overall, great matchup, Corey. Um, and I definitely helped out. I know people in the East are thanking me for this because definitely helped out with. Now we have all the tie and stuff. So
Finally, you did something right, Kenny.
I know. I get my. Can I get my gold star back?
You get half a star.
All right, I'll take half a star. Cool. But best of luck next week, Corey. All right, let's move on to, I guess if we want to call it the blowout of the week. We had Shane taking on Tybo. Shane with a whopping 150 against Tybo's 106. Um, yeah, Trayvon Henderson breakout game for sure. Finally, they used them. I mean, I don't understand what Vrabel was doing, but I mean, we can't knock what they're doing because they're what, like 8-2 now or something like that. I don't even know what they are. So they're winning. So whatever they're doing, just keep it up. Um, I might have forgot to mention potentially a trade earlier. I did trade Kyron for Nico. That might have been, I don't know. I don't know if I said that last week. I forgot when I did that, but Shane and I did another trade. It was Kyron for Nico. It worked out for both of us this week, and so that was the one trade we had. Um, you know, he needed a running back. I needed a wide receiver one, so it kind of was pretty even, I think, in my opinion. But what are your thoughts on that trade, Nick?
I'm sorry, I just got distracted. A spider just fell down from the ceiling right in front of my face. And now I lost the spider, so now I'm a little
He
bit
lost the spider, guys. He lost the
yes,
spider.
I'm a little bit worried.
Oh no.
But yeah, you were talking about the Kyron and
Kyro
Nico
Nico
trade.
trade that Shane and I had. What are your thoughts on that? You think that was who won that one? Was it fair? Was it what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like it was pretty fair. I mean, I feel like obviously the Rams offense is rolling. They just put up 42 points this week,
Yeah.
so that's pretty evident there. But and I feel like the Texans that they've been a little iffy. I feel like Nico.
Yeah.
I know in the beginning of the season he wasn't getting as many targets as
Yeah.
as we're accustomed to. But I mean he had a great week this week, so
Yeah.
he could string some games together. But I feel like yeah, I mean overall I feel like that was a pretty even trade.
Perfect. Yeah.
But both people, Shane needed a running back, you need a wide receiver, and I feel like it's worked out so far. And you guys both got the
Yeah.
win this week, so
Exactly.
yep.
Yeah. You got it. So great to see, and so I'm hoping that I worry that if Ramondre gets healthy, they're gonna just do. I really don't think they need to bring Ramondre back. I think they need to let Travion cook, personally. But We'll see what happens. And we have a new wide receiver one in Philly. I truly think Devontae has taken over, as you can see from recent games. Even A.J. Brown commented today, if you have me in fantasy, drop me. He even said that to streaming. He was streaming, and he said that. So, Ant may want to drop him. But, yeah. But overall, yeah, I mean, we expected, Woody Marks has definitely taken over that backfield for, Nick Chubb is just not Nick Chubb anymore. He's going down. His career's going down. Rooks are taking over. And this is also without Joe Mixon. I think they just shut him down for the whole season at this point. I think they did it. I think they said there was no timetable. I mean, at this point, Woody's playing well. There's no point in bringing Joe Mixon back.
Yeah.
So overall, Shane, great win, much needed win too. Now you're at 5-5, a game back of this guy Nick over here. All right. And Tybo, put yourself in a little predicament here. It was a little interesting that he didn't play Swift, but I guess he wanted to play Jacobs, White, and Andrews and Laporta. Wasn't too sure on that. I'm worried that he just didn't truly set his lineup fully, but I mean, it is what it is. He got -1 from the Bucks against New England. 10 points, 10 points. Jared Goff had a good game. Josh Jacobs has been having a good game all year. And you might need to make some moves, Tybo, just because Bucky Irving's going to be coming back soon. And Rachaad White's going to go right back to the bench. So, what are your thoughts? You think Nick that he just truly just didn't set his lineup? I don't think he truly set his lineup because I think he should have started Swift. But I mean, who knows?
I wasn't paying too much
Yeah,
attention to his lineup. I don't know, but it was he. I don't know if he was forced to play two tight ends off a bye last week.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean Swift probably should have been in the lineup in my opinion.
yeah.
But I mean, who knows what goes through Tybo's head sometimes?
Exactly.
Maybe he was thinking, he liked the matchups that
Yeah,
his players had. So
I agree.
I don't know. I don't think it wouldn't have made a difference anyways. He still would have
Exactly.
lost. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. You're right. You got a point. Yep. Great to see Jerry Judy break out 19. All right. All right. Well, congratulations on that one, Shane. Tybo, this is it. This is crunch time, my friend. You got to win out. You need some help. So either make some moves you know, or will he keep it the same and just chalk the season? Who knows? Like you said, who knows what goes through Tybo's head?
Yeah, he might be playing for the draft picks next year.
Might be playing for the draft picks. Yeah. All right. All right, moving on to our next game. We had Trayvon taking on Vinny here. Low scoring one for sure. 107-86. Vinny takes the win. And very rough game. Of course, Trayvon, I really wish Brock Bowers dropped 3 against me, but no, he had to have 43 against me. But whatever, that's last week. That was another rough game, 7-10. Just low scoring, so just low fantasy output for Denver and the Raiders. But good news is about having R.J. Harvey is that he will. Dobbins has been reported to potentially be an IR candidate, so that elevates R.J. Harvey to the spot. And he's been having a great few weeks, honestly. 16, 24. This was him as a backup. So, and people thought he was going to be the starter in the beginning of the year too, but it's Dobbins decided to take over. But this was also a bye week for Trey. Like he had hit by Mageddon, Chase, Brown, Rashee Rice. So this was pretty much. I mean, it was only a 21-point loss, but it was going to be tough for Trayvon to uphill. It was an uphill climb for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm surprised by that Caleb Williams play, having him on the bench. I mean, he's been balling out lately. I'm a little surprised by that.
yeah, I guess he probably figured that, um, Bo Nix against the Raiders. I guess who would you rather play, the Raiders or the Giants? I mean, they're pretty similar, I think, when it comes to, you know, D- I, but you're right. Caleb Williams, he's the number 9, so. But I think he probably saw that Bo Nix is also he's been playing. He's had quite a few good games to himself. So I think that at that point it was just it's either or you would start. But you know,
Yeah.
actually, if he started Caleb, it would have been a 1 point loss. Actually, I think.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
So
pretty crazy.
I
So
guess for the mental, I guess you'll take having him on the bench because you lose by 1 point.
I would
That
hate
probably would have
losing by
hurt.
one.
So
I agree. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And I know earlier this season he lost to me by half a point. So I mean, don't want that to happen again. I would have been pretty upset.
No Wilson, no problem, I guess for Vinny. He
It's
had
the
0. I
Drake
think
London show.
it's the Drake London show. That is for sure. He is taken over. Last few games here, he's got to be up there in receiving yards total. 104, 118. Penix loves some London. Whoa, pause. Um, yeah, but overall, I mean, kind of your solid numbers. I mean, Saquon doing what Saquon does. Probably the lowest output from McCaffrey this year, I think, right? Oh, no, he had a 9.8, but second lowest, 17. So, was that a moral victory for Trayvon? Well, that only counts in horseshoes. But overall, it was a good matchup, low scoring. I would have loved to face one of these guys so I didn't have to sweat it out, but it's okay.
How long is I know my apologies for cutting you off before.
No,
You
no,
were
you're
talking
fine.
about Wilson.
Yeah.
Do you know how long is he out for?
It says estimated return 11/23. It doesn't. It says with uncertainty, so we're not really sure how long. For Wilson, uh, could be next week, could be the week after. I think he's taking it week by week.
Yeah.
For
Eh,
Wilson, I mean, granted, it's the brutal Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Uh,
Wilson, but it seems to be the Breeze. It's either Brees Hall or I don't know. I mean, Wilson's had a good year. I mean, he's in the
yeah.
beginning of the year at least he played really well, but then injuries.
I guess that there's really no reason to rush him back because I mean
No,
the season's pretty much shut down already. I mean
yeah,
they traded away their best two players on defense. So I mean
yeah,
that they're just stacking those draft picks waiting for next season. So
for sure.
I wouldn't blame them if they sat Wilson the rest of the year. Honestly,
Yeah,
no need to rush him back,
yeah.
especially on that MetLife turf. You're just gonna mess that knee up right. You're gonna mess the knee right back up again. So
Shout out neighbors. Um,
yeah.
but they still picked up the win. Good for them. you
Yeah,
know.
I'll take it. It'll help the Giants out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, yeah. But overall, Vinny, I know this is probably one of your weaker weeks. I know you've scored a lot more in the past, so take the win, man, and run. And we're going to move on over to our final week. Last week, we got Dan was taking on Ant here. Ant, 81 points, lowest scoring, I believe, of the week. Yes, lowest scoring of the week. Um, you know, I don't really have. I'll let you take this one, Nick. What do you have to say about the way Ant's team performed? It's just sad to look at, in my opinion. Um, it sucks because he's got the potential. He's got Tracy, who he's Dobbins, Lamar, Jefferson. I mean, Olave. He's got the team. It's just
Yeah, I feel like it's just it's just the trouble with those quarterbacks getting the star
Yeah,
receivers the ball. I mean, Justin Jefferson, he's got JJ McCarthy throwing it to him, and like
yeah,
we were talking about earlier, he's just been pretty inconsistent. And then AJ Brown, it feels like he's just lost in that offense right now. Um,
yeah,
so and it doesn't appear that you know obviously something's probably going on in the locker room,
yeah.
some chatter in the locker room. So I mean,
They didn't trade him.
yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't trade him, but
So yeah, it's unfortunate, and I mean Olave's been trying his best. I mean, he's been having a sneakily good year, top 10 wide receiver.
yeah,
So
that's like very sneaky because no one expected Olave, with Tyler Shaw or whatever his name is throwing the ball. But
yeah,
yeah, that's a good. That's a good
so
point.
I mean, he's trying his best. I mean, it is what it is with the team, unfortunately.
Yeah, I will say he rides and dies with this team, and I love it. That is the one thing that Ant does. I love it. So Ant, you
Yeah,
keep doing you, man. I love it. And moving on over to Dan's side here. Um, you know what I always say? I always say if your defense is your top scorer, it never really works out for you. But it ended up working out for him. 21. Dan has kept the same defense every year. I mean, not every year, every week, and the number one.
that defense is phenomenal.
It's a great defense.
Yeah, look at that. He's got Seattle for defense and the kicker, the whole special teams.
Yeah,
Uh, and look at that,
two.
36 points out of those two. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a great point, Nick. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, and look, one and then he's number two respectively. So that is crazy. That they're the kicker and the defense like outscored probably the rest of the team. So that is crazy. I've seen some crazy stuff, but I don't think I've seen where your kicker and defense combined to score more than your other team, your whole other team. That's kind of nuts. So that's you better take that win, Dan, and run because that is you do not see that often. Unfortunately, Dan's been riddled with injuries though. Bucky and Godwin, Ramondre. He had Dak on a bye, Kelsey. So all that's left was Justin Fields, and well, I don't even want to talk about that. um, I loved, at the end of the game when Bijan played Taylor. Taylor said to him, you keep being you, you do you. You're the next of kin, pretty much. Like he's up and coming, which I thought Taylor's pretty young himself, but I guess not as young as Bijan, but whatever. um, and Singletary outscored. I love this one. The battle of the New York Giants running backs. Singletary versus Tracy, and Singletary wins. So yeah, this one was wasn't really as hyped of a matchup just because of the. But I love the. I love that the defense and the kicker. That was a great point, Nick. Outscored. That's just too funny to me. But great
it,
win,
it,
Dan, and so this was your moment to shine. But you know,
Kenny, what's your thoughts on Bijan? What's been going on with him? I feel like he's number five, but he's been pretty quiet the last few weeks. Is that just the emergence of London, you think, or what's going on there?
I just think Tyler Algier is really breaking into his reps. Like if you notice, Algier has been taking a lot of his touchdowns. I was watching the game too. When they played the Colts in London, or it was Germany, I think it was, or whatever it was, and there was a whole drive where it was just Algier. So
Hmm.
I just think that Algier's just cutting into his work a little bit. I mean, granted, Bijan is still Bijan. Like he is, he's still going to be your top three back or whatever. But yeah, lately it's been Algier. Has been cutting in.
Hmm.
And look, even these guys say it. What's causing Bijan's fantasy slump? And look at the picture. It's Algier. So
Yeah.
Algier at 17, he's getting a lot of the goal line work. I've noticed. So like
Hmm.
especially in those like third and goal or like third and short, it's Algier. So I mean, it's really it's unfortunate because you would think it's Bijan taking 25 carries a game, but if Algier's playing well like this, you know,
Yeah.
so
Well, Dan's just gonna have to keep weathering the storm, I guess, and
yeah,
hopefully, I don't know, hopefully the Bijan gets a little bit more of the workload back.
yeah. I mean, also they've been a lot of games. It's a rough schedule. They've been on like a rough schedule right now where they've played some really good teams, so they've had to resort to throwing the ball a lot.
Yep.
Um, so uh, yeah, I think he's still going to be okay. I mean, it's Bijan. It's
Yeah.
yeah, but it is always a little worrisome when you know your backup has 17 fantasy points and you have 10.
Yeah, definitely.
But overall, it was a great week. I was very excited about this matchup, and we'll look forward to even better matchup next week. So let's take a look at the next week matchups here really quick. All right. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's take. And I know I'm going to keep saying this, but it really is the matchup of the week. Like I'm genuinely serious when I say that. Um, Between you and I, and oh my god. I mean, like projected 149 points. Like I have never seen such a high projection. I'm genuinely serious, and like usually you see that when there's like an additional flex. This is normal. Like this is normal layout that we have. Um, it is truly crazy. I think Devon Achance projected 27.
I
Like that's like
that's
the
one of the
highest
highest
I've seen.
that's one of the highest I've ever seen. Almost 30 points.
30 points. I mean, as he should. He's playing against Washington, and they just get obliterated on the ground, no matter who they play. Um, so honestly, if he gets under his projection, I'll be happy. Like I'm sure he's gonna drop 20, like at minimum 20. Like even if he gets 20, I'll be okay. Like but yeah, that's crazy. And you have the benefit of not facing Taylor, so you're lucky this time, Nick. In the
Yeah, and
rematch that we had, he wants the rematch. He wants to take it, but
and I think and Warren going up against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's run defense is awful.
oh my gosh,
I think
yes,
the last time Warren played them, I think he what did he have? He
yeah,
only
19.
only 19, but he had 127 yards rushing.
Yeah, didn't
That's
get a
out of the ordinary
touchdown,
for
but
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the battle of the Unks again. What do you say about that?
Oh, I'm excited for that. I mean, it should
High
be pretty
scoring
fun.
last time, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. And and then I
The
I mean,
matchups are just so
I'm not even
favorable this
gonna.
week.
Yeah, I am. I mean, Genti going up against Dallas's run defense. I mean, if he doesn't have 130 yards this game, what's his projected yards? He's projected only 88 yards, but I mean, granted, they're probably because they're probably gonna have to start throwing the ball a lot. Because I mean, if the Cowboys throw, because the Raiders' defense isn't the best, so I don't know. Hopefully that happens where they'll abandon the run, but I mean, Genti still gets targets, so I don't know. I mean, I'm scared. All I gotta say is I'm scared because I might have to chalk up this as an L. But you know what?
Hey,
Listen.
crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened. I unfortunately have to put in Montgomery. I'm really hoping he has one of those like bad Gibbs game, good Monty games. So we'll see. Um, and yeah, so uh, yeah, I did pick up Michael Wilson just in case. Marvin. He's a number one on the Cardinals, but I don't expect him to get much work with McBride there. So um, yeah, this should
I,
be. I'm really excited about this matchup, but I'm also very scared.
hey, I'm excited too, Kenny. I'm
Yeah,
very
but it's the
excited.
rematch. We gotta have it, and I'm really hoping that you get 200 points. I would love to see a 200 point mark. So You know what? If you beat me like 180 to like 110, 120, I'll be okay with that because that's what I'm expecting. But I'm not
you,
trying to pull the reverse jinx. I promise.
you never know, Kenny. We'll see what
We'll see.
happens, but
See what happens.
I'm still excited for the matchup. Definitely, you know,
Two
that
heavyweights
that
going at
not
it. You know.
not to say any names, but there were people at the beginning of the season trying to say, that I had the worst team in the league. I mean,
All right.
not
No.
saying any names,
I'll eat
but
my words. I'll eat my
that.
words. I'll eat my words. Listen,
So
you have moved up to A territory. Trust me. You've had the 5 game winning streak, so you got it, man. Like I will eat my words absolutely. So
hey, but I mean, you come away with the win this week and you sweep me. I mean, right? That'll you know that'll bring that B ranking that who I don't know who said it. Someone said that but that might bring it back into the fold. So
gosh.
we'll see what happens this week. But should be a
Yeah.
fun matchup.
Yeah, should be a good one, and I'm looking forward to it. All right. Move on to the next one here. We got Trey taking on Shane. This is also a pretty good one. With especially with Trey getting his weapons back here with Brown and Chase and Rice, Bowers. Hopefully, Bowers against Dow. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that should be interesting. That's going to be a great matchup too. I love the Denver KC matchup. Denver. Crazy to see Denver leading the AFC West right now. That's a Bo Nix has been playing very well. So and then Harrison unfortunately being out. Um, but what do you and then Shane getting we get CD back. I was coming back from a bye, Javante. So only person Tyler Warren's on a bye is only one that's affecting him. But overall, this should be. I think this could be a pretty even matchup. What do you say? What do you think about this one, Nick?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mind the two flex guys, Stephon Diggs and Travion Henderson. Stephon, no more Sauce Gardner in that New York Jets
Yes.
secondary. So he should have a great day. And then Travion Henderson, I mean, they just got rid of Quinnen Williams. So how is that D line going to hold up?
Oh,
So
good
I,
point.
I I like that. I feel like it's going to come down to that flex matchup. Whichever one of those players can really ball out on tomorrow. Um, I think it's going to come down to that. But overall, if I was to pick one of these teams
Yeah.
here, I would. Man, it's tough. As much as I like how Trey's team's been playing, I think I got to go Shane in this matchup
Gotta go
personally.
Shane in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's understandable. I mean, I really think it's even. I truly think it's a 50-50, but you're right. I think the flex play is pretty. That this is going to be probably like what also determines the matchup because, will it be a run game or will it be pass heavy? So we just don't know.
yeah,
So
but that definitely make Thursday night football very interesting tomorrow in a game that we probably should be interested in because I mean Patriots are gonna blow out the Jets,
oh
but
yeah,
but that'll make it interesting for sure. And I mean
yeah,
these are two teams right here that are on the bubble, so
yeah.
it'll
Oh
be very
yeah,
interesting to watch this matchup.
yeah. Well, best of luck, gentlemen. We'll be rooting for both of you. All right, BMAC going ahead taking on Ant here. Let's see. Coming off a big game, Gibbs. We got Jalen Hurts against Detroit. That's gonna be a great matchup too. Wow, we got some really good actual football games going on this week. Um, but yeah, I mean, Judkins, Buka, Devontae. Devontae's questionable, but I'm sure because he did hurt his. I think he hurt his knee or something, but I think he should be good to go. Um, but looking at this matchup here, I mean, it seems. I feel like I definitely want to lean. I think I'm going to definitely lean BMAX way, for sure, just because Ant's got a lot of antibody, and he's pretty much been the entire offense for his team majority. So yeah, surprisingly, it's a 53-47. That's really interesting to me. But yeah, I would definitely lean BMAX way on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Ibuka is gonna be the difference maker in this matchup. I feel like he's gonna have a good day against that Buffalo team. I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game. Um, Bucks are gonna be forced to throw the ball to stay in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm sorry, Ant. I wish you best of luck. But yeah, I'm gonna have to lean BMAC on this one.
Yeah, for sure. But you never know.
Yep.
All right. Dan taking on Tybo as our next matchup here. Um, Ramondre has been ruled out, but it's okay. I'm sure he'll adjust his lineup there. Um, but looking at this, I mean, Bijan against Carolina, that should be, I mean, he should have at least 20. Carolina's run defense is not the best, but I think he's got Pittman on a bye, so that's unfortunate because Pittman again, another rank 8, slow, another one of those low key guys you don't really talk about. Reaching the top 10. Um, but hopefully DK against Cincinnati. I think Dan remembers his mistake by benching him during the Cincinnati game. So I think great smart idea to put DK in, and I think Dak should definitely light up this Las Vegas offense. So um, yeah, I like it. And then over on Tybo's side here, Josh Jacobs against the Giants. Whew, that might be a good game for him, but definitely a lot more. I would say probably the matchups wise, um, uh, Tybo's got it more difficult for sure.
Yeah, but
But
Josh Jacobs, I mean, he going up against that Giants defense, he might put up 50 if we're being honest. That because that run defense is absolutely awful. I think that of all there's so many bad run defenses in the NFL that might be the worst. I mean, it might just be me being a Giants fan, but that that run defense is absolutely abysmal. So I don't know.
what's the
I,
deal with what's his name? Is it Burns or Banks? Who is it? Brian Burns? Is it Brian Burns? What's the name? Number zero.
yeah, Brian Burns. Yep.
What's has he been? I know he was like defensive player. Is he still defensive player of the year worthy, or has he kind of like fallen back a little bit? I haven't heard his name in a while, so I'm
No,
not sure.
he's still playing
He's still
phenomenally.
good. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just rushing the quarterback, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But that whole defensive line is great at rushing the quarterback, but they just
Mhm.
can't stop the
Just
run.
can't stop the run. Somebody like
Yeah,
Jacobs too is a workhorse back. Is gets 30 touches a game sometimes. He will feast on him. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a little bit scary for Dan.
Yeah.
So Bijan's definitely gonna have to
He needs to have a good
he,
game. Otherwise, Tybo could take the win for sure.
yeah.
He could steal
So
it.
yep. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what
But
happens.
should be a fun one. Me personally, I think this is a toss up in my opinion. I
You
think
think
this
it's a
is
toss-up? Interesting. Okay. All
yeah.
right.
I think this is 50-50.
Yeah. All right. I respect
But
that.
yeah,
Let's see if Tybo does any changes to his lineup, or will he run the two quarterback strat? We'll see. Or not two tight end strat. We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
uh, yeah. I don't wanna give anybody any advice.
No
So
advice. No
yeah.
advice
So
given here. We just give our what we see.
yeah,
So
yep. So we'll see what he ends
we'll
up
see what he we'll
doing.
see what he does. All right, and then our final matchup, which is also I think a pretty good one too. Vinny taking on Corey here. Uh, I mean, with the news of Marvin Harrison being out, this definitely is a boost for Trey McBride, like he already is. Looks like with Garrett being out, looks like Vinny threw in Cortland Sutton, which um, no, I mean he's good. Cortland Sutton's good, but I feel like I've noticed that Troy Franklin has sneakily become that number one. I mean, it's kind of like a 1A, 1B, I think. Like they each could have like a good game, kind of like an AJ and Devontae situation. Like one has a good game, one doesn't, but um, so it really just depends. But going against KC, they're gonna need Sutton's talent. So yeah, that game tomorrow is gonna be interesting. Christian McCaffrey against Arizona. Oh boy, I mean, I expect at least 25 points from him. um, Drake London's questionable, but I think it's probably only like for like just limited because I think he's always questionable every week. So um, yeah, I mean this is also a really good matchup too. I'm excited to see what happens with this one because this is going to have an effect on you too, Nick, as well. So
Yep.
especially because um, you know Corey's second in the points, so you know this is big. I know you're definitely rooting for Vinny here to win this one. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be a close one. I feel Puka versus Seattle. That's gonna be a real fun game. That's probably game of the week.
mm,
Rams versus Seattle.
number one defense right now.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what happens. That defense is really strong, but Matthew Stafford, he's got a cannon for an arm. So we'll see what ends up happening in that game. Um.
He's definitely talk about QB MVP. He's got to be up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He has been whew, lights out. I mean, and rightfully so because everywhere he's always been great. He's just always a name that no one ever talks about, and he's a solid player in my opinion. But
Yeah. I feel like him and Sam Darnold right now, they almost feel like the same player. I mean, they're
yeah,
just two gunslinging quarterbacks.
oof, yeah,
So that should be a real fun matchup.
yeah. I'm excited to see
And
this one too. So we got some really good ones this week. We
yeah,
got some really good ones.
and we'll see what happens with Rome Odunze. I mean,
Yes.
he's been a little like a little streaky. So we'll see what happens with him.
Yeah, he had the
0. I mean, and
yeah,
he played that whole game too, and I think they
yeah,
put up like close to 50 against
yeah,
Cincinnati.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
yeah.
But who do you think takes this, Kenny?
I really I wow. All right, if I truly I think this is truly a 50-50. But if I had to really lean one way, I think I have to lean Vinny's way. I really do. I mean, if Aduze against Minnesota here, Minnesota is allowed the 10th fewest fantasy points to wideouts. You have Seattle, who's been rock solid in their defense all year against Puka. That's going to be tough. So it might be a Devontae game for all we know. Denver, you know how their defense is. Like, it's rough matchups for Corey. Whereas you got the Jets, you got Detroit, you got Arizona, Carolina, Washington. It is those defenses, you can light them up all day. So I'm going to have to lean, I think, Vinny on this one for sure. But like we said in the last matchups, Nick, it's you never know. Um, so
Yeah.
I think I would have to lean. I would have to lean Vinny, but you know, you know, Corey's got some pretty high producers on his team, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Kenny.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll see
yeah.
what
I'm
ends up
excited for this
happening.
week. I'm
Yep.
excited. This is a
That's
good
gonna be a
week.
that's gonna be a fun week.
Yeah,
I'm excited as well.
yeah, yeah. This is gonna be good. This is definitely pivotal moment for some teams. You know, but we will see what happens. But overall, best of luck to everyone. And that is gonna do it for our episode. Uh, Nick, I think this year has been pretty competitive so far. With the new way we drafted with that 24 hour, it's made it a lot more competitive. Do you think that's something that we should continue next year, or should we just go back to our minute 30 when everyone's available? What do you think about that?
Uh, I personally like the minute
You
30.
like
I
the
feel
minute
like
30? Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
do
feel
too.
like we yeah.
It took a long time.
Yeah, but we had to do what we had to do this year
Yep.
to make it
Yep.
work out. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking how competitive it is this year. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a race to the finish.
Oh yeah,
And yeah,
absolutely.
it's gonna be real fun.
So, but all right. Any final thoughts, Nick, before we drop off?
Just best of luck to everybody this week. I hope hope all the games are competitive, and may the best man win.
I like it. I like it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Nick, for joining this week. Really appreciate it. Love having the special guests here.
That
CEO of the Kenny Hate Team Club. You gotta love it.
that
Absolutely,
thank you for having me, Kenny.
absolutely.
You get a gold star for having me on the
All
podcast.
right, I moved up. I got 1.5 stars already from Nick. I like it. All right.
You're working your way up, Kenny.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you all for tuning in, and everyone, best of luck. Kenny's Corner out. Say peace out, Nick.
Peace.
Peace out, everyone.